I feel reflective. Yeah.
What are you reflecting
I'm reflecting on the show last night, my family's reactions. Like if I say it, I feel like it'll sound like I'm trolling or something, like what I'm thinking about when I'm singing on stage. Like when I do call and responses. I remember this specific thought I had when we was in New York and we were doing the end of See Right Through Me. And I remember when we was doing that, I always do like a right side, left side. And while I was doing that, I remember thinking about if Hitler faked his death and went to Argentina or not. I don't know if I ever am thinking about the show, honestly. I don't think I can. People are singing back to you, like you can think, wow, like these people are singing these songs, these words back to me. I just wrote these in my kitchen or something, but it's like, I just like to think about other stuff. How did it feel? Yeah, it just felt like I solved a math problem, mostly. Like the math problem being like, how do you remain distinct and integral to your musical knowledge while also being able to be digestible amongst masses quickly. It's a very difficult thing to like marry that together. And I think because of the last projects that I've done, there's just been trial and error as to how to go about it. And I feel like last night or these past couple shows have been like a manifestation of the problem being solved. And it's like, it super informs me as to what to extract and what to deduct for the next thing so it can grow. So it's a part of an equation for me, mostly. It would be a lie for me to say none of it's real, but it would also be a lie if I said it was real too. Like it is a fictional story, but it's like, it's a sum of all of my problems, and all of my issues and all of my concerns. Not all of them, but in this specific context of the storyline, it's everything about me is in there. My way of thinking, the psychotic nature of things, like, the delusion, the telling yourself things that aren't true, like, overstepping boundaries, like, we all do these things at some point. And so it's like, it's all true, but I've never ordered an escort either. So, it's like, that's not true. That is a very good question. It's hard to tell what came first. It's like a chicken or the egg thing, because it's like, I don't know, in some sense I didn't put the storyline together consciously. Like it kind of wrote itself in some way, or it gave itself its own chronological order. I think the name CONCUBANIA was a playful name because I was just talking to one of my friends and we were just talking about whores, and I was just like, concubines, CONCUBANIA. Said that would be a really good, said that should be the name of your album title. And I was like, you know what, actually, I'm probably gonna do that. And so that was like always in the back of my mind. And then I made List Crawler, and things just kind of kept forming one after another. So it's like, I had the concept, but I didn't know what CONCUBANIA meant until the subconscious storyline was written. And I was like, oh, that's what it means. So it's like, it's a chicken or the egg conversation to me,
But it's so cohesive, it makes so much sense.
Yes, that is, that's because I reduce myself elementally. Like I don't, like, if somebody tells you to go into Michael's or like AC Moore, like an art store, and says, hey, I just want you to go make art, you can get so much anxiety and you can lose the plot because you don't know what type of art to make. It's like, do I go to the yarn section? Do I go to the paint section? Do I go to get buttons? You know, do I go to get t-shirts? Like, what do I do? If somebody goes and says, make a blue painting, it's like, you know what aisles to avoid, you know what aisle to go to, and you know how to have your taste comes out through the blues that you pick and whatever highlighting colors you pick around it. That to me is the cohesiveness, like kind of forced on you. And so I do that to myself by restricting elements. I'm not gonna have this type of synthesizer. I'm not gonna have these type of stops. You know, it's just gonna be straight 70s drums, these guitars, these things. And so it kind of has to be cohesive sonically. And then storyline wise, again, it's just like, it's a perfect marriage. So I don't even know if it's like a purposeful thing, but I'm glad that you find it cohesive, and I'm glad that people can sing along. Production is like the thing that matters the most to me. Because there's music around it, we receive it a different way. And that's why I feel like production is probably the most important part to music, because it is what music is. You can sing a song in the shower, you know, but there's no production, you know, in the shower. It's just the melody, which is fine. But production is, it gives the melody the home to stay in. And I'm like, being a producer or a builder of songs, it is the most important part, because otherwise the melodies are homeless, you know? And I don't enjoy homelessness particularly. Somebody misspelled choose and put chose. And then they put it on DSPs as chose. And I said, well, I guess it's called I Chose You Now. And so when we did, and and I wasn't upset at it. Like, it was already like, vinyls are already being printed, you know what I mean? and on Colors thing, it was called I Choose You. And at the last minute, we were like, yo, you have to change it to I Chose You. Because I just at the last minute saw, I'm like, that's 1 O. Okay, but what makes it so cool, and this is why I love God, is because I say I chose you in the song. I don't say I choose you in the song. I'm gonna tell you all the reasons that I chose you. So I'm like, it's congruent. But I still say I choose you, so I feel that. It feels more easy to say. Like, it rolls off the tongue easier. I choose you, like as a song title. Yeah, but that was fun. Is anything weighing on me today? Yeah, I mean, it's in the back of my mind. I don't know if I feel anything right now. Like, I remember being on the way to the show last night. I was riding with the drummer, and I'm like, yo, you know how people say, if you're not nervous, then you don't care? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not nervous about this show at all. And that's weird for me, because it's like a sold out show. My family's gonna be there, and like, it's gonna be a bunch of girls there. And it's just like, I don't know why I'm not nervous. And he's just like, probably because you don't care. And I'm like, you're probably right. And it's just like, I don't know, it's like I'm in a place where it's like, I don't know if I know how to feel anything right now. And I think it affects people around me in ways that I can't see. And I'm trying to figure it out. But it's just a strange place. It's like being in a desert by yourself or something. You know, it's like, you don't know who to ask, because it's like, who to ask advice. It's like, because everybody gonna give you the same type of advice. Just feel. It's like, I don't work like that. My brain doesn't really work like that. So it's like I'm going through it for a reason, but it's also like one of the most transformative times of my life as well. I think I attribute it to just being present. I think I'm not thinking about the future, or I'm not thinking about the past. I think I'm just like right here, but you know, I think I'm just trying to figure out how to make it make sense and then be able to verbalize it to other people so they can feel like heard or understood or something like that. It's tough right now. Yeah, it's tough right now. It's been like that for the past like 2 months. It's very weird. as of right now, I'm just trying to make sense of it to let people around me know, like, I'm still human and I still love you guys and stuff like that. I'm very thankful for my team, very thankful. There's like, it's so interesting how dedicated they are to like this thing. It's like, it's so weird. Everybody believes in it equally and everybody knows like who I am and how I am. And so they allow me to be any way that I want to be, which makes me perform better. Like I can be in a mood, like, you know, the artist thing, right? Yeah, right. Like I can do all that and they're good. They just adjust and it's super dope. And we all trying to aim at the same thing, if not bigger. And you know, I'm very thankful for them. They keep me grounded and they keep me feeling like I'm not nuts, even though I know I am, you know what I mean? Okay, I could give you like the real answer. Okay, I'll give you the real answer. The thought process behind, I'll finish the lyrics later. Realistically, because I'm an Aquarius, I'm naturally influenced by innovation. I think because we live in a world where virality and like skits and polarity is so like a currency to success in some way, numerically. I feel like it's important to have a certain distinction about yourself if you want to be in it for the long haul. And so for me, how I've always looked at, I'll finish the lyrics later, is like a bouquet of impulsivity that lays down the groundwork for me to be able to do weird shit in the future. How do I know when it's done? Well, I don't ever know when it's done because I'm always changing stuff. It's because, you know what it is? It's because I'm lazy and I use it as a gift. Like, I just don't want to do anything else. That's when I know. I just don't feel like going anymore. I don't have any niche talents. Well, yeah, I don't have any niche talents. No, I mean, I don't think it's a niche talent. Like, I can stop rain, but I don't think that's a niche talent. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if it's a talent, though. But I think now people gonna be like, hey, stop rain. It's like, you know, it's like, yeah. I can't do it. It's like, it's not like that, you know? It's much more complex. But I think when I tell people what I do every day, they look at it as like niche. I think like 70% of the day on my bike. I like eat maybe once. I ride my bike all day long. I'll think and I'll go home. I don't really work on music that much. I'll go home, turn on like a psychology lecture or like a algebraic lecture, and I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up and do it again. And I always tell that to people and they're just like, that's so strange. I don't know if that's that strange. It's the most boring life in the world, I think. I just recently realized that you're supposed to dress like your Venus sign, and my Venus is in Capricorn. And I'm slowly putting the pieces together of what that means. So I guess the evolution is just me like figuring out what works in that context, you know, which shades of blue I'm gonna pick, you know what I mean? You know, are there different ways to wear a suit? Is there a different color black that works better on my skin? Is there, you know, it's that type of stuff. But as far as going outside of that, I just see no point. I just know what works. I'm a very uniformist person. I do not have a lot of clothes. Everything that I own is in a suitcase. Everything that I own is in that corner. I have a suitcase and I have my book bag that has all of my music equipment. That's all I have. So stylistically, there's really kind of nothing it's really nothingness, I believe. You know, it's my full wardrobe, yeah. No. Probably these gloves. And my toothbrush. I like my toothbrush a lot. Yeah, it's stainless steel. I just like looking at it. Yeah. That's about it though. I don't have much to give in that department.
Do you seek inspiration when it comes to like styling, self-expression from many places, or like people in the past?
Tim Duncan, Zoe Kravitz, top 2 for me. Yeah. Yeah. I just look at Tim Duncan like, how can I be the Tim Duncan of today, fashion-wise? And that's why I got this really tall suit. Well, it's not really tall, but it's like, if I stand up, it like hangs, you know? Very Tim Duncan, very 2000 like NBA draft of me, you know what I mean? I like that stuff. It's simplicity in that, and you don't gotta like think too much. I think one of the things I'm most proud of in my wardrobe is the fact that like all my underwear are the exact same color, because I don't have to think about it. Like removing like the decisions, like you just go, and that makes me happy. It really does make me actually happy. My brain is extremely chaotic. Like everything is, I basically literally own nothing, because it's like, I was talking to ChatGPT about that, actually, like trying to figure out in a Carl Jung sense, like why it is that I'm so particular about the way things are like around me. You know, because I was trying to wrestle with if I'm doing it performatively, subconsciously, you know, and I don't want to be like that. And I was trying to figure out if that's the case. And of course, ChatGPT is reassuring to everyone, of course you're not doing that, you know? But in a real sense, it's like, nah, it's like the way I think about the world and life and the way I'm even interacting with people, you know, it kind of speaks to, everybody always tells me how chaotic my brain is, you know, every day. And everyone tells me that, you know? And it's like, but everything around me is so simple. You know, I got like one couch, or like one chair, sorry. Like, you know, in my apartment, like I have deodorant that's like, I removed the tag so it's just straight black. You know, like everything has to be like that. And because I just really value simplicity, and it really just is because it's like my brain is really like a tsunami or like a hurricane or like volcano, like all combined in one. Yeah, I mean, I identify with chaos, like, and we was just in New York the other day, me and Caleb, and we was packing up because I had to go to the airport to fly here, right? Yeah, and we were packing, and my laptop had water all over it, and we run my whole show off my laptop. And Caleb was like, bro, look at your laptop. And I looked at it, and it was just dripping wet and everywhere. And I'm just like, yeah, well, you know, we got a show tomorrow, but like, I don't care. You know what I mean? I mean, I do see people lose things and really, really like they can't deal with it. And it's, for me, it's just like, I welcome it. I really do, because that's me not stressing about the past or the future. It's just like, what we got right now? Okay, I don't have my hard drive anymore. Like, it's broken or it's burned or whatever. We start anew. Like, if you can build things, you just build things, and you should find it exciting. I find that so exciting. People are so nostalgic about things, as if when things happen to them, they're not supposed to happen to them. Like, you know what I mean? It's a strange thing with artists. Like, what do you believe? Like, do you believe that everything happens for a reason? If you do, there should be no complaining about if things get removed. You build, you're a builder. I just like to build. I find comfort in stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it is, you know, the world is full of parallels. And so, you know, like you drive the Atlanta highway and like you know, it's like human intestines or something like that. You know, everything has its parallels and its congruent. So I attribute being a musician or a producer more so to being an architect. Because again, it's like giving the melody a home to stay in. Yeah, I think it's all the same, just being a creative person. You're supposed to produce something. And so, yeah, I find joy in losing things or, you know, files getting deleted or something like that. Yeah, it's like, I feel like I knock on wood now. It's like if somebody try to steal my hard drive or something, you know? But yeah, I don't really care, truly.